Okay, am I back finally? What's going on? Okay, am I back finally? What's going on? Alright, so at least I'm moving this time. Alright, so at least I'm moving this time. Alright, so at least I'm this time. Alright, so why am I not coming up? Window capture. Here we go. Alright. Window capture. Here we go. Alright. I'm gonna get it. I should have got this, and I apologize, I should have got this off camera, made sure, but when you're streaming on a crappy laptop, then it's hard to know, what's gonna come through. If you wanna help out the channel, I would love to buy a new one. So let me miss that. Okay, so let me mute that, because that's gonna echo. And so at least I know it's coming through. Alright, so finally, let's get this started. What a great stream. Thank you for sticking around for just a few seconds. I appreciate that. Whoever jumped in here in the beginning and gave me the like, I do appreciate that. Thank you for jumping in. So now that I have this like a little squared away, that's great. At least I'm getting back in the saddle, as they say. Now, okay, so let's jump to this damn trailer, because I've been wanting to... I've actually been looking forward to this Clerks 3 movie for a bit, and I was having some hesitations about seeing it. I remember first watching Clerks 1 in the I would say somewhere between like 96 and probably 99, somewhere around there. I remember I rented it from either like Hollywood Video or Blockbuster, and at the time, and I saw this movie. It was just called Clerks, with like these people on the front cover, and I'm like, this looks cool. So I picked it up, and I thought it was hilarious. It wasn't the first Kevin Smith movie I saw. I think one of the first ones I saw was probably Dogma. And then I went back and watched his... Well, maybe not, no. It's been so long. Because, like, it kind of blurs together when you're a kid, Like, I was... Like, I would say high school, middle school. Like, that, like 9th, 10th grade, probably. So, like, early high school. And like that's when I first started getting in, and I watched his films and stuff. So like I really liked his early work and everything. And Jay and Silent Bob came, Strike Back came out, and that was a big hit. I think I saw that in the theater. I know I saw it when it was re-released. I don't remember if I saw it. I might have actually waited until it came out on video, because at the time when I was younger, I didn't have enough money to go see a lot of movies at the theater, so I just have to wait until they came out to rent them. But I do remember watching that, and I thought it was hilarious. Most of his movies I do find really funny, and so I wanted to give this one a chance too, because I thought even Clerks 2 was hilarious. There was a lot of moments in that. I thought it carried over the continuity well between the first and second one, with such a huge gap in time. The first one came out, was it like 90, early 90s, like 91 or something like that. So like, let me just say off the bat, I'm not a huge fan of Kevin Smith. I mean, I'm an admirer of his films. I catch him every once in a while. I think I went to go see the last roadshow tour he did for the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, but I'm not a huge huge fan that or they're more dedicated fans than I, So, but and God bless you on that. Oh man! But speaking of that, Dogma I think was the movie that got me the most. I thought that was hilarious. Um, at the time, there was a religious backlash on Dogma. I remember that even relatives I knew who were religious, they thought it was a cheap, not like rip on religion, but really it's really a like a fan film or of Catholicism. It's like a what if story, and I always like that about the Dogma movie. That, and then you get all the actors and just the story and everything. So, Mallrats, I saw Mallrats. That was really funny. Um, Chasing Amy, I really liked. Um, I liked Red State. Tusk was good. Well, it was pretty good. I'll say that it was pretty good. It wasn't like a full good. It was just pretty good. Um, like the lead up in Tusk was good, and then for me, I thought the costume of the walrus itself was kind of bad. Like they could have done a little bit better job on the walrus front, but like I mean, I like the setup of the crazy dude in the wood. Like, I like that. So, like, what else? Red State, Jersey Girl. I think is overlooked a lot. I saw that. That's a nice movie. I do like that. Um, what else? And I'm sure there's other ones I'm not thinking of right now. That's most of them. Uh, Yoga Hosers. I did see Yoga Hosers. I did not like Yoga Hosers. I just thought the premise was kind of too ridiculous for me. Um, but I did see the reboot tour. Um, yeah, so let me just jump right into this then. So here's the third film in the trilogy of the Clerks series. And let me say this too: like each movie that he's come out with, like Clerks One was his opening act. That was his first movie, and that was a huge hit. And then Part Two comes out, and that independently is I want to say it's as good as the first one because they are two different types of like there's just different setups. They're both behind the counter and like there's a lot of the same stuff, but there is a difference of time and like the people are just older and like there's just a little bit more to it, right? And then like the time of the early 2000s was different where like I don't know, you can get a lot of you can do a lot of jokes. I mean the whole Lord of the Rings was hilarious. That whole just walking through for three films, I thought that was so funny. Um, there's even then like there was such callbacks because like they work at the movies in Part Two, which is a direct reference from Dogma. Um, and since I watched the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, then that also continues on like a lot of those storylines that he's done throughout the films, like the movies and like bringing Matt Damon back and Ben Affleck back as Holden. So that was cool, and even with bringing Loki back in the last movie, actually really does set up the potential. If even though it like when it comes to Dogma, I think that's owned by what's his name, Weinstein, the asshole, and so like he owns the movie as far as I know, and so you can't. That's why it's so expensive. You can't, and they can't make new copies, or at least I don't know how that works, but like it's really expensive to actually buy a DVD copy of Dogma because it's become such a rarity. Um, but still, this opens up like him having Matt Damon come back for that character does open up that world again. And I think that is a, like, if you had to compare like the original Kevin Smith movies to like the first phase in Marvel, I would say Dogma is the Thor of that series. If like Clerks would be the Iron Man, Mallrats would be um, let me hold on now. Hold on. Let me think about this. Let me think. Um, so if Clerks one would be Iron Man, um, it's kind of unfair because I don't want to say Mallrats or Chasing Amy is like the Incredible Hulk or Iron Man 2, but I will say Dogma is like a Thor because it's kind of like it adds to the mythos of that whole universe that he's been building, and like it adds a whole new dynamic that you have not seen before, something that does not interact with the main story, like, and so that's kind of why it's Thorish, like, because Thor is usually in space or like there's, you know what I'm saying, that's his realm, so like it's connected but it's separate, right? And that's what I really liked about that film. It was like coming at this universe from a different angle, and I really appreciated it. Let's see. I was trying to think if there's any other films that Kevin Smith has that you can correlate kind of the MCU. I would say Clerks 2 is like his Winter Soldier. I would say that. Red State could be probably like a Doctor Strange, something like that. You know, there's a lot of Phase 2. Like he has different. Like you can chart his career kind of like in phases similarly. Like there's after Clerks 2. No, I would say even like, yeah, Jane Silent Bob Strike Back is the Avengers, right? It is all of these characters coming together and then having that mashup, right, of all his previous films. And that was in the 2000, and that was like what, 99, 2000, 2001, somewhere around there. And yeah, so that was like phase 1, and then the second career is like his horror movies and other stuff like that. And then now I think he's in his third phase of his career, like of his career going into that. And so now you've got Clerks 3, and I heard he's also wanted to do Mallrats 2, and then I heard he's also wanted to do the third Canadian horror movie. Was it Moose Jaws? What else? There's and a few other things. I think I heard he wanted. Because he talks a lot, so like there's a lot of stuff. So, but yeah, you know what? Let me just dive into this because I want to watch this trailer. So I'm gonna pause it too. I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna pause it at certain moments so I can like break it down a bit, give my reaction to it, see how this works. If it'll load. Yeah, it'll load. Lionsgate. Alright, so we're back at the quick stop. Yeah. Alright, so let me back up here. So yeah, we're back at the quick stop, and it's RST, VHS and Nintendo, which is the original sign, and then THC on top of that. Now, in the last movie of Jay and Silent Bob reboot, it was called Cocksmokers, I think. That was, and then they got busted for that. So this is I don't know, they've updated the store again, so maybe it's like I don't think it's a pot shop, but I think it's more like a party store that maybe they sell like, looks like they sell papers and other stuff like that. So, alright. Yeah. Alright, so let me pause it here. So it looks like they are doing some hockey on the roof. Classic Clerks 1. Now it looks like there's some other people. It's probably for the hockey team. Jay and Silent Bob down in the corner. Can't tell who else is there. Probably some other guys for the hockey game. See how that works out.
how we did it in the 90s, son.
So we do it in the 90s, son. I like that.
Can't catch my breath, man. Really? Should I try mountain stuff?
Okay, so let me talk about Elias. Bruh. It's crazy how he's gotten older. I'll say that. It is an interesting dynamic as he's gotten older, and like how this series has gotten older. I just think that's really I mean, it's good, right? It's good that he's keeping the continuity, which Marvel even struggles with. So yeah, let's do this.
What is this, a Tinder date? Get off of me.
Mr. Dante!
Oh
I need
shit.
an ambulance at the quick stop.
Look how he calls him Mr. Dante. Still. After Clerks 2, he's still calling him Mr. Dante. I think it's hilarious. But apparently it looks like Randall, and this is what I've heard, this is just from what I heard about what he's making the film about, is Randall has like a heart attack based upon, because you know Kevin Smith, when he writes a lot about his life, and like, I mean, the entire franchise of Clerks is about him starting at the very beginning at the store, that same store, right? And so that is interesting. But so let's continue on. Just got
my life, man. Wish I had a life where it's...
Okay, so let me pause it here. I assure you, he's alive. I like that. That's cool.
What are you talking about? Sit
So
around.
let me back up a second.
Saved my life, man. Wish I had a life worth saving. What are you talking about? Sit around and watch the same movies over and over. I always thought you could have made a cool movie. You're right. I'm living on borrowed time. No more watching movies. I'm gonna make a movie!
So I guess they're making a movie. Clerks 3 is about making a movie. If I remember correctly, this is like his third or fourth film about making a movie. No, hold on. This is what I heard. So let me think about this. There's Zack and Miri. That was about making a porno. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back was about making a movie. Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, which was about making a movie. And what was the other one? I thought there was one more that he did. I'm forgetting about. I can't remember. That's at least three. That's at least three he's had. So.
What's the movie gonna be about? It's about him working here. Meta. Everything in the script is something. What's the movie gonna be about? It's about him working here. Meta.
Alright, so it looks like Elias has gone completely gothic, or something. And I think it's hilarious because he was in the last movie, he was so super religious and closed off and like from his parents. It was like, so to see this turnaround is perfect. I think that's a great turnaround for his character as he's gotten older. I just think it's great, especially how he's been corrupted by these guys, and it's just, I think it's a nice touch with Elias's character. I'm not sure who that is.
Everything in the script is something either.
So here, let me stop for a second. So here, it looks like.
What's the movie gonna be about? It's
Let me
about
go back a
him
second.
working here. Meta. Everything in the script is something
All right, so it looks like we got some old pictures. That's from the original movie.
either me or
That's from the sequel. But look at it's amazing. I think about the second one when I was that age, and like how much time has truly passed between these movies. It really is different generations between these movies. Like the first movie was clearly a movie of that generation. Clerks 2 was also kind of a movie of its generation for a lot of people that I know about my age who were about that, who were like just older than like 20, like our early 20s, but still struggling to get out of that fast food and like warehouse, that blue collar struggle, you know, and you're just trying to still find your way past the point of where you're supposed to be. And even then, that's based on societal expectations, which is all bullshit anyway. But here's the part. It looks like you got some cameos. Looks like we have Fred Armisen here.
not even supposed to.
I'm not sure who that is, but holy crap, there's Affleck.
Today, maybe Jane.
So let me go back. Let me go back.
Or someone I know said.
So let me go back because I want to go back.
Movie!
What's the movie going to be about?
It's about him working here.
Meta. Everything in the script is something either me or someone I know said. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Maybe Jane, Silent Bob could be characters. Jane,
Oh, look at that!
Silent Bob,
See, I think that's from the new movie.
Today, maybe Jane, Silent Bob could be characters.
I think that's actually from the new movie. I don't think that's an original cut. I think that's because in the first movie they did that. They had the scene where they were dancing outside. And it was a great scene with the boombox and everything. But let me let me back up a second because you can tell how Kevin Smith is dancing in this one. It's a little more I don't know. He doesn't have the timing right like he did in the first one. So it's a little bit different. I noticed that. So let me go back just for a second.
Said, I'm not even supposed to be here today. Maybe Jane, Silent Bob could be characters. Jane and Silent Bob are like
That might be the first
and
one. I don't know.
R2D2. They've been here since the first movie, which was the last time they were cool. But they've been with the franchise so long, they still give them cameos and put them on the lunchboxes. Snifty Booches, please tell me why.
I like that. So okay, so hold on.
Lunchboxes. Snifty Booches, please tell me why.
Okay, so here's a scene. I wonder if this looks like that's obviously the scene from. Hold on. Okay, so hold on. It's got some information here. So the movie that he's making is called Inconvenience. Okay, I think if I remember correctly, that might have been the alternate title or the original title they made for Clerks. I know it was something like that. I remember hearing a podcast or an interview with him. He was talking about the alternate titles, and I think that might have been one of them that he did for Clerks. But this is the scene where he's doing Salsa Shark, and that's great.
I believe in you.
There's Rosario.
Death Star contract.
Get sued by Disney. Oh, what?
Let me go back. I'm gonna hit
Get
it.
sued by Disney. I believe in you.
You should put in that stuff you used to say about the Death Star contract.
Get sued by Disney. Oh, what?
I think it's great they cut directly to movies. That's funny to me. Welcome to a new era. There's Mark Bernardin.
Take off your pants.
What's his name?
What the hell is this?
They added a scene where you get shot.
I'm not letting you kill me off in the third act. What if there's a sequel?
A sequel? What am I, a hack?
Okay, so that is a reference to, I think it's a deleted scene that he came out with. That was supposed to be like one of the original or alternate endings to Clerks. Is that some guy walks into the store and then shoots Dante and leaves. That's the alternate ending to the first Clerks movie. I think that's a great callback.
I think it needs more weed.
Wow. All right, so let me go through that one more time because now I want to see where the little connected Easter eggs are here. Let's see if we can find some Easter eggs. Let me start from the very beginning. RST video. And I like, and then what's great is the costume for Jay and Silent Bob have always been classic. He's always had that yellow jacket, and Kev's always had that green jacket. Now, so here's what's curious. Here's what has me curious. Is right here he's carrying like a briefcase or something. Let me see if I can go back. I can't even pause it. Excuse me. Yeah, right here. So, is he got like the football? Like the nuclear football or something? Yeah, it's like he's got a handcuff to his briefcase. So maybe that's a gag they set up or something. It's got groceries. They got their own uniforms.
That's how we did it in the 90s, son.
All right, so is that King Diamond? Is that he's got a King Diamond shirt on? Yeah, yep, that's a King Diamond shirt.
Can't catch my breath, man.
Really? Should I try mouth stuff?
What is this, a Tinder date? Get off of me. Shit.
Mr. Dante! I need an ambulance at the quick stop.
Okay, so let me go back. What's this here? Let me take a look at the. Got Chulies. Got Chulies gum. That was from the first one.
Should I try mouth
Still
stuff?
around.
What is this, a Tinder date? Get off of me.
Oh, I seen the sign there. They still have the sign. Let's see. Let me go back. I don't remember what it said, but I think it was "Please leave change" or something like that.
Get off of me. Shit.
Mr. Dante! I need it.
I'm trying to look to see what's in the background there on that Eternity blocker. Is that what this is? Let me maximize this here. Yeah, it's exactly what that is. The Eternity blocker. It's supposed to be like the Infinity Stones. That's funny. Anything else? Not really. Just a general party store.
The ambulance at the quick stop.
Saved my life, man. Wish I had a life worth saving.
What are you talking about?
Sit around and watch the same movie.
Yeah, if you plan to... Yeah, there it is. There's the sign I was thinking of.
Movies over and over.
I always thought you could have made a cool movie.
You're right. I'm living on borrowed time. No more watching movies. I'm gonna make a movie!
What's the movie gonna be about? It's about him working here.
Meta. Everything in the script is something either me or someone I know said.
I'm not even supposed to be here today. Maybe Jay and Silent Bob could be characters.
Looks like, Jeff has got a Leonardo shirt on.
Said.
I'm
Which I
not
think
even
is
supposed to
where
be here
Smith is
today.
from.
Maybe.
So I was looking to see if there's anything else. I got the movies product display here for some drinks. That's interesting.
Jay and Silent Bob could be characters.
Jay and Silent Bob are like C-3PO and R2-D2.
Got some Ranger Danger over here on the right, or excuse me, on the left here. Pack of cigarettes on the
Since the
right.
first movie, which was the last time they were cool.
Ah, his joints there. Was it Snoochie Boochies, Snoogans, and Berserker? If I remember correctly, it's his.
After they've been with the franchise so long, they still give them cameos and put them on the lunchboxes. Snoochie Boochies! Please tell me
Ah, get out of here. I think it's funny. Alright.
After they've been with the franchise so long, they still give them cameos and put them on the lunchboxes. Snoochie Boochies! Please tell me
This fall.
I believe in you.
Put in that stuff.
I always
you
like
said
this
about
song,
the Death
too.
Star contract user.
Get sued by Disney? No way.
Now that's what I call action!
Hey, there's Mark Bernardin. Don't recognize the other two, unfortunately. Sorry. Just don't.
Take off your pants.
What is his name? Oh, he's if you look at Muse, he's got a Hater Tots shirt on, which is from the Jay and Silent Bob reboot movie. I think that's hilarious.
What the hell is this?
I added a scene where you get shot.
I'm not letting you kill me off in the third act.
And I
There's a
think that's the
sequel.
same sweater they was
sequel?
using in the
What
first
am I,
one.
a